What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Bullshot Darts. So the World Cup just wrapped up. Scotland took the title, so just want to talk about that for a second, and also want to talk about the future of Canada and USA in the World Cup, because I think it's inevitable that a North American team will be winning the World Cup in the next 5 to 8 years. So I just want to talk about that too. And we got weekend number 2 for the USA CDC tour coming up in Philly. So just kind of want to talk about how my darts are feeling going into this tournament, and also just some things I'm excited to look forward to. But first, it is Bullshot's mission to grow the sport of darts. So if you are new, please make sure to hit that subscribe button, drop this video a thumbs up, and also go check out bullshotdarts.com. I got my first shirt in the mail. These will be available on the website in the future, so please make sure you guys go check out the website. So Scotland won the World Cup. Big congrats to Scotland, Henderson and Wright. That was an unexpected finals, in my opinion. And going into that, I was really pulling for Austria because, you know, they were definitely the underdogs going into that finals. I don't think anyone expected Austria to be there. Mensur and Rodriguez were just throwing really well, but I feel like Mensur really, you know, took on that role as being the leader of that team. So it was really cool to see them in the finals, and like I said, I was really pulling for them, but they weren't able to squeeze out the victory. But at the same time, how can you not be absolutely thrilled for Henderson? Hendo. Seeing him, you know, be a part of that winning team was amazing, and definitely, you know, a great moment for darts. So that was really cool. And of course, you know, Peter Wright being Peter Wright. One thing that I just wanted to talk about that finals match that I thought was a big time game changer was when Rodriguez had, whoa, that dart was way off. Rodriguez had 60 left, 2 darts in the board, and he had to hit that single 20 to leave Mensur 40. And the 2 darts that he already had in the board were kind of funky, and he had that bounce out. So instead of Mensur having 3 clear darts at a double, now he's gonna have to waste a dart and have 2 darts at a double. Now, of course, you know, they're going to say, well, I had 2 darts at it, I missed it, you know, I should have hit that double. Of course, that's always the answer. But at the same time, when you're sitting back there and your partner's throwing and you're thinking, all right, cool, I'm going to have 3 clear darts at a double at least, and then you get that bounce out, it's impossible to not let that affect you a little bit. So, you know, I think if Mensur gets those 3 clear darts, you know, they take the lead and who knows what happens, but, you know, it is what it is. That dart fell out, Mensur missed, and then, you know, Hendo was able to take advantage and get that big lead. And of course, having Peter Wright in that, you know, match-winning game, you know, you can't ask for anyone better to be in that position. So big shout out to Scotland. Awesome, congratulations. It was an awesome finals match and an awesome World Cup. I wasn't able to watch too much of it because a lot of it happens, you know, at times where I'm just not able to sit down and watch. But anyway, let's talk about Team Canada, Team USA. Before I talk about the future, I do just want to say, you know, big congrats for Matt Campbell, Jeff Smith, Danny Lauby, and Chuck Pulio, just for even, you know, being there, playing it. It was so awesome to watch you guys play on the big stage, and we're all super proud of you back at home. Now, I don't want to focus on their performances at this tournament necessarily, because I'm more excited for the future of North America in the World Cup. So like I said, I think it's inevitable that within the next 5 to 8 years, USA or Canada will be winning that World Cup. And I say this because, so kind of reverting back to their performances this year, I think North American performances on the big stage is what am I trying to say here? Lack of experience on the big stage is what results in North America not winning matches. Because here in North America, we don't have these big stages to play on. Jeff Smith has experience on the big stage. You know, all of them do have experience on the big stage. Jeff Smith with the most, being that he's in the PDC and all. And, well, Matt Campbell technically is too now, but he just got his tour card, which, by the way, another big congrats to Matt Campbell for getting that tour card. Now we got 2 Canadians with tour cards and 1 American. So I don't think Danny Lauby's far behind. I don't think Jules Van Dongen's far behind. So we're going to have some guys, and that's where I'm going with this, is that we're going to have these players getting more experience on that big stage, and they're only going to be getting better. So we got Matt Campbell and Jeff Smith on the Canadian side. Since they're both tour card holders, I imagine them being Team Canada for a while because, I mean, in my opinion, they're the two best players in Canada that are out there playing, because we do have this wild card player, Jacob Taylor, who has the talent to be world champion and is definitely in that mix of the best in North America, but he's still new to going out and playing darts, and I don't know what his plans are for the future. If he does decide to start traveling and taking darts more seriously, he very well will be up in that conversation for Canadian players in the World Cup, and as well as, you know, taking those world championship spots and stuff. But like I said, I don't know what his future has in store for him. But anyways, I see Matt Campbell and Jeff Smith just building together, growing together, becoming better players together. They're going to be, you know, in the PDC together now. So from the Canadian side, give them 3 to 5 years, and they're going to be, I mean, they already are as good as a lot of these players, but now they're going to get that experience on the big stage throughout these years, and also the chemistry that they're going to build through each other is going to be huge. So Canada, like I said, definitely within the next 5 to 8 years, I think we'll have a chance and possibly win the World Cup. Now let's go to the USA side of things. So we had Chuck Pulio over there this year. I think he represented USA the last World Cup too, but he got the nod because Danny Baggish dropped out of the tournament. I don't know the situation there, but Danny Baggish and Danny Lauby were supposed to be there, but like I said, Danny wasn't able to do it, and then we got Chuck Pulio in there. And I absolutely love Chuck Pulio. He is probably the nicest person I've met in the darts community, so I don't mean any disrespect to him by this, but if it was Danny Lauby and Danny Baggish, like, I think that we could have gotten past, who did we lose to? Australia? I think it was Australia. I think USA would have gotten past them and done more damage in the tournament. But once again, I think it just came down to, you know, that lack of experience. And it was really cool to see Danny Lauby on the stage because he looked cool as a cucumber up there. He's not the most expressive person when he throws, but he does have some, like, little things that he does when he does throw. And he just looked extremely comfortable up there. It's like when he would throw that first dart, if it was in the trip 20, you can see it in his face, the intensity behind that second dart. And then if he hit that second dart, the intensity behind the third dart. So he looked extremely comfortable up there, which was awesome. And man, that big fish checkout was just too good. I was hoping he could pull out the comeback, but this kind of just goes back to the experience on the big stage, in my opinion. The last leg of that, so he got the comeback, and then it came down to the sudden death leg, and his darts weren't where they were at the prior few legs. So I think that just came down to the experience thing. You know, a sudden death leg, World Cup, you got a bunch of people watching you. You know, you just had a 170 checkout. And yeah. But anyways, moving forward with USA, you know, we got Danny Lauby and Danny Baggish. I think they'll be representing a lot in the near future. But we also have this player, Jules Van Dongen, who is already, you know, making a big name for himself over here. And similar to Jacob Taylor, he's new to the traveling aspect, but he's winning everything that he's going to. So it's just incredible. And that's one of the things I'm looking forward to in Philly, which I'll get to in a second. But so we're going to have guys like Danny Baggish, Danny Lauby, and Jules fighting for these top spots. And I think that's only going to raise the skill level of all of them, because it's 3 of them and they're all going to be competing against each other, and they're already top-notch players. So just like overseas, you're playing the best every single week, and that's how you get better. So now we have that kind of talent here, and they're playing each other on a more consistent basis, especially with the webcam darts. And there's now the competition, you know, for the World Cup spot, the World Champion, like all those different spots and points and all that stuff. So I think the competition between those 3 is going to bring out a lot of insane darts by them. So once again, my 5 to 8 year plan here is that in the next few years, you know, we see who will be representing USA, you know, for the foreseeable future and stuff. And if it's a combination of any of those three players, I mean, that's same with Canada. Jeff Smith, Matt Campbell. Any combination of those three players is going to have the talent enough to win the World Cup. Then it's just going to come down to that experience on the big stage and being able to bring out their best darts on the big stage. All right. I feel like I talked way too long about that, but I'm really excited for the future of North America in general, but specifically the World Cup. And like I said, I think within the next 5 to 8 years, USA or Canada will be hoisting that trophy. And if I had to give my guess on who would win it first, because that's what I made the thumbnail of this video, who's going to win it first, I think I'm going to have to go with Canada, just for the fact that Campbell and Smith are going to have more time to, you know, mesh together and all this stuff. And USA will be there, and I don't think it'll be long before they win it too. But if I had to give my guess on who would win it first, I would have to go with Canada. All right, let's talk about Philly. I don't want this video to be too much longer. My allergies are really bad. I sound funny, and I feel funny, and I just want to sit down on the couch. But Philadelphia, just for myself personally, my darts are feeling better than they were the last video I made. I was talking about how they were feeling a little funny, possibly due to being back to work for the first time in a year and a half. Well, normal work, that is. I mean, I've been working the last year and a half, but it hasn't been like my normal schedule. And one thing I noticed is that my body's just been more exhausted. And it's not the fact that my body's exhausted that my darts have been bad. It's the fact that I've been throwing lazy darts because I'm exhausted. So like when I get home from work and I go straight to the gym after work. So I get home, I'm on my feet running around with kids all day. And then I go to the gym. So by the time I get home, I'm just beat. So when I stand at the dartboard, it's just kind of like a, stand up lazy, not thinking about it. My arm's a little wobbly. And I think that's where it was coming from, because it was the other day I was like, man, I just feel really lazy right now. And my normal stance is kind of, it puts wear and tear on my body. I don't have a very relaxed stance. I got a lot of feet on the ball of my front foot. I got a pretty decent lean. And I realize I haven't been doing that. So I've been making that adjustment. And my darts have been feeling a lot better at home. So I am excited for, my darts at the tournament. Now, the one thing that I'm super, super excited about is Jules Van Dongen being there, because he was not at the last CDC event. So what kind of happened was Jules and Danny Lauby played in back-to-back finals at the Cherry Creek or Cherry Bomb. I forget what this called. And Jules got the best of them both games. So it's like, Nobody just beats Danny Lauby 2 finals in a row, but Jules did. So I was hoping that he would be in Tampa so they would be at the same CDC event. But anyways, where I'm getting at is that Jules and Danny are both going to be in Philly. And I'm just really excited because I think it's inevitable that they will be playing each other. And Jules got the best of him at the Cherry Creek or the Cherry Bomb. I don't know. So when they play in a CDC event, I'm really excited to see how that match goes down, because also it's going to tell us a lot about the future, because, like I was saying, Jules is new to traveling. He was doing the webcam darts. That's how he got his name out there. But he has the talent to be world champion, and so does Danny Lauby. And they're 2 of the top guys here right now. So I'm curious if Danny Lauby is going to get his revenge, or if Jules is going to continue beating him, because it was kind of like the online darts. Jacob Taylor was just beating everyone. And then Jules came in and was kind of like his kryptonite. So I wonder, is Danny Lauby going to get his revenge, or is Jules his kryptonite and he's going to beat him in a CDC event? I don't know. It's just really excited because, I love playing at these events, but I'm also a fan. I love darts. I love watching everyone play. And now that we got the talent that we have here, being showcased, it's just that much more exciting. So, and I don't know, I wonder if Danny Baggish is going to be there. If anyone knows, leave a comment. I mean, no one's probably even watching anymore. This video is way too long, but he, I believe, was in town or in the States last week or a couple weeks ago, and I don't know if he was just planning on staying longer. I don't know his dart schedule, his PDC schedule. So it'll be even more interesting if Danny Baggish is there, because now we're going to have Danny Lauby, Danny Baggish, and Jules all at this tournament. So it'll just be really cool to see all these guys together in a CDC event. All right, I'm gonna get in 3 more because I just need to stop talking. Oh. Oh. Oh, of course, I'm blowing on the 3rd dart. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. Click one of the videos that's going to be popping up over here. Leave your comment down below on your opinion of the future of North America in the World Darts and, well, pretty much just everything I talked about. Leave your opinion about it. I guess that's pretty much it. If you guys are going to be in Philly, I'm excited to see you guys there. I will see you all in the next one, and shoot well.